on Christian coming out of the last game?
Yeah, I had a conversation with him yesterday, and good. He was a little nervous when the guy, smacked him. He said felt harder than it looked. We talked about, how does he feel? Today was a big day. He's feeling good this morning. So I think we're on the road to recovery. Maybe not 100% yet, but certainly there was no adverse effects from that inadvertent hand to the face, because the guy didn't try and do it on purpose, but might have been a good thing for Christian to get hit and get back up right away.
When you're assessing how to reintegrate him from a purely soccer perspective, is it like, well, he was our bang-on starter when he got hurt, and is it sort of like you don't lose your job through injury type thing, or is it a different situation with Christian?
Well, look, there's different scenarios for different players, but if you're asking me specifically about Christian, I would think it's the latter. I mean, look, he didn't do anything to lose his position, so he'll get plugged back in.
Out of the video film, did anything more stand out from Reed Baker Whiting's performance that it just seemed really, really good overall?
Yeah, I mean, the overall defending aspect was good. The goal he took credit for, I know. The guy caught him, maybe keeps him to the sideline, helps Steph with his angle. But that's a tough situation. I mean, we've had other players, faced with that 1v1, and they, allow the player to shoot. I would say what we were impressed with were both his physical numbers. He had a bunch of touches, a lot of touches, not many giveaways for a young kid playing in a, somewhat different position for us. So his maturity level to understand, his role out there was good. Thought that was probably the biggest one for me. He grew. It was a good learning moment for him.
Does it give you any more, I guess, the trust factor, I think, is always an issue with younger guys, but when you can just roll them out there on the left side and frankly play a more expansive, you didn't just ask him to sit and defend, you gave him the freedom to get forward and join the attack and do some things, and I think he had this, like you alluded to, he had the second most touches on the team, I think.
Yeah.
Does that give you more kind of trust and faith in him?
Sure. With young guys, it's always, they have ups and downs a little bit more so than the experienced guys. The ups and downs are still there, but not quite as high or low. You kind of know what you get with an experienced player. But, yeah, Reed took a step forward there, too, for sure.
Go ahead.
Getting Christian back on the field and then getting Leo Chu back available gives you a lot more flexibility there in the midfield. How much do you view that as an advantage moving forward with those two guys?
Definite advantage. Look, it's not a super tight turnaround, but there will be some changes due to fatigue, fresh legs, all that, and then it gives me the ability to when the guys that played both games get a little tired, you bring the other guy on. Certainly gives you more firepower from the bench.
Yeah, I imagine not having a game this weekend too allows you to really kind of exhaust the legs to go for three in this.
Well, we have
game.
to do that with every game. There's no holding back. The message to all the players have been, whoever starts, doesn't matter who it is, you have to run for as hard as you can, for as long as you can, and then when you're tired or tactics, then the next guy comes on and he does the exact same. That message has been sent for a long time.
Specifically with Colorado, what do you see from them?
Well, Chris Little got his first win. It was good for him. We're trying to go back through the lineups that Robin put out, and then what did Chris put out. Rosenberry back from injury, new guys, forward's been okay. The other guy got pulled in the 30th minute. Got to see where that lands. Center back from Brøndby's pretty good. Wilson doesn't play much anymore. I think they've made that switch, but he's certainly capable of starting. He's been good. I think they still miss Bryce, and they need that midfield leadership. Bassett coming back was a good move for them. It's a good team.
When we talk about the term head coach bump, we've seen it with you in 2016, with Portland recently, Colorado this last weekend. How do you see that manifest itself on the field, the head coach bump?
I think it's just, when there's a new face in charge, the players that didn't like the old coach kind of play a little more free. There's the guys that think, oh, this is my shot to, prove to the new guy that I deserve to play. So you get that kind of interesting dynamic amongst the players, depending on, which guy you are. And then, the team has a chance to just refocus, reset. There's less pressure. They can play a little bit more free.
What was your relationship with Chris Little like?
Good. He was in my office for 2 years straight when he was here, and we were incorporating, Academy, Defiance, and first team. I like Chris. Good coach.
Do you know if Danny Leva's allowed to play this game because of his loan?
No, I don't think that there was any. I have to double check that. I should know that, but no, I think Danny is available.
In terms of the last game, just real quickly, how much time do you spend going over that last play with Jordan about?
We talked about it's already put to bed.
Just put to bed.
The issue there, and I know a lot of people had an opinion about it. A lot of people talked to me about it. Jordan needs to be more clinical. He needs to be more of he needs to be more. I'm trying to use not a swear word. He needs to be more aggressive inside the penalty box. Well, Jordan Morris is a nice kid. The nuance could be there. Should he have shot? Okay, after the fact, the goalkeeper, yes, he could be more greedy. Maybe that's a good word. Yes, absolutely. But when he made the decision to pass the ball to Nuhu, there was one decision maybe he could have done better that I challenged him on, was he saw the ball, he saw the situation, he saw Nuhu coming for the tap in, but the angle that the defender was coming at and his momentum, if he takes one extra touch, the defender ain't going to catch him. The goalkeeper's still in no man's land, and then he cuts the ball back to Nuhu, and Nuhu taps it in. Everybody's going, what a great goal. Which is the same as if he shoots and he scores, what a great goal. But the learning curve that I want him to think about is in that moment, those instincts within the 18-yard box, how do I make that pass to Nuhu? And he agreed. He says, yeah, I'll think about that. That's a good point.
I didn't see Raul out there. Is he good?
He's got a tight hamstring. So we're working on him inside, and I'll give you guys a further update, when we come back, or if he's going to come, I'll let you guys know, or stay behind. I'll let you know. Matt will let you know.
Anything else in terms of, I guess, the mentality of facing a team like the Rapids, who are coming off a big win, but also in a pretty bad space overall?
Overconfident? No, we're not overconfident. We're not going to go in there and say this is going to be easy 3 points. No. The mood of the team this morning in training was very good. I think they understand the predicament, again, we're in. We don't control what happens in Colorado. We can only control our results, and that's what's critical. That's what the message has been to the players.
Oh, I had a curiosity on the travel schedules. What's the reason to come back and not stay out and go to Nashville?
2 days in their own beds. Sunday night, Monday night. Treatment facilities here.
All right.
I know there's been some
Last couple for Schmetzer, guys.
I know there's been some evolution on this thinking, but is it still the idea that you want to get into altitude sort of like as late as possible?
Yeah. The science in that, you can either do it way in advance,
Like
weeks, acclimation, or right before the game, you play the game and you're out.
Thanks, guys. Cool.